Wonder who it's from.
Now, Jalen does give us some backstory here, which we'll get into, but this really boils down to this question. Can you imagine going on a vacation with your ex-boyfriend?
Why?
And here's why. My ex-boyfriend and I booked a week-long vacation months ago when we were still together. Flights are paid for, the hotel's non-refundable, and we were supposed to leave here in about 2 weeks. The problem is, we've broken up since then. Now, the breakup wasn't dramatic. No cheating, no screaming, no police reports. We just realized we each want different things and decided to end it, and that's how it started. But now we're stuck in a weird limbo. Neither of us can get our money back, and the conversation we're casually happening now is, do we still just take the vacation? We don't even need to spend time together. I suppose we'd probably have to have someone sleep on the couch, I assume him, but we can't get our money and neither wants to give up the trip, and I don't think they're transferable as far as I can tell. We've not looked a lot into it, but it seems like someone's going to end up eating the cost, or both of us are going to end up eating their portion of the cost, or one of us could try to buy the other out, I suppose. But if he's the one that brought up the idea of should we just go together and not hang out, do I just take him up on it and go on a vacation with my ex-boyfriend?
Go on the vacation. You even said you don't have to hang out with him. Although you said the breakups, it wasn't bad. Why not go and you guys can just be friends, grab some drinks, get dinner together, hang out at the, I don't know where you're going. I'm assuming you're like going to a beach. I was going to say hang out at the beach. I'm not sure where you're going, but go together and yeah, one of you sleep on a couch or see if they have like one of the roller beds they can bring in for you guys. There's something you can do about the sleeping situation.
You know, most people I don't think would be capable of it, but it sounds like that was a pretty whatever breakup, and as long as you think you can do so without getting things confusing and palling around and getting busy.
As long as neither of you are currently in a relationship.
Yeah, if one of you has like started dating somebody in the past couple of weeks, you got a problem.
Yeah, that's not going to work. But I think if you're both single, why not go on a date? Honestly, and the worst thing that happens, you guys have to sleep in the same bed together. I'm sure you've done that before.
That's also accurate. If you think that you are each on the same page that it's done and nobody's like, ooh, this is our last-ditch opportunity to fall madly in love again, I actually think it's a doable thing.
To fall madly in love or not fall madly in love and just hang out?
Like, if you think you can just go and hang out and kind of go do your own thing, but make sure that's a conversation ahead of time. Like, yes, but we're not going to sleep in the same bed. No hanky-panky. This is not us getting back together. And there's going to, sure, we can hang out a little bit, but there's going to be times where I'm going to go do my thing. You're going to do your own thing. You're not going to know what I'm doing. I might meet somebody for all I know.
Yeah, if you guys are both on the same page that this is not turning into anything, I think you take the trip. Why not? Take a vacation, get out of town. But just be smart.
And you open that door, and it's like, he sprung for the romance package, and there's roses all over the place. Ooh, we got a conversation to have.
That's awkward. Someone did say if the breakup wasn't messy, neither of you cheated or did anything terrible, why not? You've already paid for it. Treat it like two friends traveling to the same destination. Spend the days doing your own thing, and then you're just going to be spending some time together in the hotel. Vacations aren't cheap these days, so why not? And someone said my sister did this. She and her fiance broke up 6 weeks before a trip to Mexico. They still went because they couldn't get a refund. She said it was weird the first day, but after that, they basically did separate vacations. Different restaurants, different schedules, different excursions. She ended up meeting some new people while she was there and had a blast. It can work if both people are mature.
Can you see yourself doing that? Have you done that?
Oh, I've had this one. I've done this one.
Okay, so how did that end up going for you guys when this happened?
Well, so so he went away. I decided not to go. But it was so horrible. It was so awkward. You just had to eat the money, and because it would have been a horrible experience. Well, and it was here's the thing. If we go on this trip, the expectation is going to be that we're going to sleep in the same bed, and I would rather die than do that. So, let's eat the money and run away.
So in your case, you're just like, no, but it sounds like you had a different kind of breakup than these two had. I'm not sure that they hate each other.
Yeah, I don't think theirs was bad. Someone said, not a chance. If I got dumped, the last thing I would want to see is my ex having the time of his life. Someone else said, I'd go, but I'd set some ground rules before getting on the plane. Separate beds, separate activities, separate expectations. The second one person starts treating it like it's a chance to get back together, the trip is going to be ruined.
I do think that that's going to be rule number one, right? You need to be able to have a conversation and lay out the ground rules and just make sure you're on the same page and nobody thinks this is something other than what it is.
Someone did say, they said if things ended respectfully, I think you should take the vacation. Why throw away the money you put towards it? You're adults. You can survive being in the same resort for a few days. People work with exes every day and manage just fine.
I know this isn't probably the intention or the hope, but I also don't think it'd be the least possible thing in the world to, because you guys ended things fairly well. I could imagine you're sitting there with your little pineapple-based drink with an umbrella in it, and you're gazing over, you're like, you sneeze not so bad, and something happens, and then you guys sober up, and you're on the airplane back, and you're still like, that was fun, but we're still wanting different things, right? Like, this is over.
See, that's what I think could happen. You guys can be respectful while you're on this trip, and you don't have to be lovey-dovey, but just treat it like a friendship. You know this person, they've been a part of your life, they're a part of your past, like, you can get along as friends. But then when you get back to Fargo, you're not going to be buddy-buddy again and treat every day like that vacation.
And are you thinking you could do this? Have you done this?
That might be an issue, but I doubt that he would go without me. He's not somebody that would
like your guy or ex?
Does stuff by himself. So I don't see that being an issue. And plus, he can always pull up a lounge chair by the pool. Or oops, he fell into the pool. I don't know how his hands got tied behind his back, but
Murder?
I'm not sure I'm quite following entirely. So you don't think that he would go without you, so you guys he wouldn't want to buy the trip from you? I'm not really sure what you're even referencing there, but now he's drowning in the pool?
Yeah, you tied his hands and pushed him into the pool?
Lady, I'm confused by that whole
Same.
conversation.
Someone said I actually had to do this. I had a cruise booked with my ex, and then we split. We agreed beforehand. There was no relationship talk on the trip. We hung out for maybe a few hours a day. Otherwise, we kind of did our own thing, and it was surprisingly drama-free. Plus, it gave us some closure.
And that's good. Closure's good.
I think if you set the rules, you'll be good. Why waste the money?